I'm not saying like what I'm gonna teach in this is to just like fucking sit there for 20 minutes, because maybe someone would turn off my video or turn off my page, because I'm not like, I'm gonna teach you how to get abs in 5 days with these yoga poses. I want to be super grounded in what I'm sharing. I want to do it right. I don't want to do it superficially. Who am I to want to create content, you know, and like all external expectations off? It feels crazy to say this, but like, and I feel like I would tear up saying it, but like in a lot of ways has saved my life and carried me through a lot of things that I would have preferred not to experience in this lifetime. But I want to keep it like authentic to me, you know. Everything like that I'm like, oh, how should I do it, is coming from like not me, but like things I hear from other people, like, oh, people can't consume long form content anymore. Like, everyone watches TikTok, everyone is watching Instagram Reels. Peeps, I'm thinking through this, so if you've like, I'm turning this B off, then I understand, but this is sit with all the shit and the beauty that is being human. I personally feel like, because I care a lot about credibility, that I want to have the certification before I just start like showing others what I do. If I'm doing a yoga teacher training, and today is the first day, and I thought I would record the experience. I've been recording myself like literally since before Ayla was born, so like a year. My plan is, and I'm articulating this to the camera, to you and to myself. So I'm doing this yoga teacher training. It's 200 hours. It's 10 months, 1 weekend a month. And I want to think about it as like along with doing that and studying for it and like going to the trainings. I also want to like record what I'm doing, my thoughts during it, and also start recording myself practicing, because one of the reasons I'm doing this training is not because I don't not anytime soon feel like I'm not aiming for a shift in my career, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Like, I'm open. I mean, I'm only 30, so I'm open, obviously, to other paths, avenues. I will always teach. I know that at my core, I'll always teach in some capacity. But yeah, so I'm not like, oh, I just want to teach yoga full time. That's not my feeling at all. But I do, because I've been practicing since I was 17, so 13 years. I do often it is the lens through which I view the world, like the philosophy of yoga. I'm excited to go deeper and really, really understand on a deeper level, and like the historical roots and stuff as well. But also I want to record myself practicing, and like on my blog, I want to write and video and share a lot of these practices I have incorporated in my everyday life that it feels crazy to say this, but like, and I feel like I would tear up saying it, but like in a lot of ways has saved my life and carried me through a lot of things that I would have preferred not to experience in this lifetime, but I did, and that's that. So yeah, and I just want to share that with others because it's so beautiful beyond just being like this, again, getting away from the exterior. And I think this is going to be like at the core of my philosophy and my teaching, is it's so much more than like what yoga pants you have or like what studio you're practicing at. Like, honestly, I used to care about that shit. Like, I practice like in my classroom, like on the carpet, like in jeans sometimes. Like, if I need to practice, like, I don't need all these exterior things to do it. I mean, like, I embody this, like, I live it every day. Who am I to want to create content, you know, and like, why not? I don't know. I feel I haven't shared one because I have not, I edited one video halfway. It's like, I don't know, I feel like I could make time for it, but I'm in this stage in my life where I've shifted my mindset to only doing things in the moment that feel right or that I want to do. I want to be super grounded in what I'm sharing. I want to do it right. I don't want to do it superficially. And like, to each their own. I'm not naysaying on anyone who's out there like teaching wellness practices, who is just like showing what they personally do, because some of this, like in terms of what I eat and stuff, like I'm not a dietitian or anything like that. So I think like the way I want to structure the videos I'm making, and I'm like making this up on the spot. I literally have not sat down and written any of this out. This is how I teach too at school. Literally, I'm like, okay, so like I think what we're gonna do tomorrow is, and I think sometimes they're like, because they're so used to a world in which we're like, and the test is on this day, and here are the worksheets. That's just not how I am. I think what I'm gonna do for the structure is probably not talk this much at the beginning, because I don't know though. I want to keep it like authentic to me, you know. Everything like that I'm like, oh, how should I do it, is coming from like not me, but like things I hear from other people. Like, oh, people can't consume long form content anymore. Like, everyone watches TikTok, everyone is watching Instagram Reels. I asked my students, I'm like, do you actually enjoy TikTok? They're like, no. Like, they literally don't even, it's like a mindless thing. They don't even enjoy it. And when I like force them to put their phones away, they're like literally like a breath of fresh air. So if I'm gonna stay true to myself, I'm gonna make long form content, but I will try not to be so rambly at the beginnings. I want to, like, some days just like go through my day, and if my friends, and I know my husband maybe will be in these if I catch him at the right time. And if my friends are open to it too, I don't know if they will be or not, but like share some of my life and share Ayla, but also do informative videos, some yoga practices where, like, this is how I envision it, is like I talk some philosophy at the beginning, and like anecdotal tell about like what I'm working through. I don't want to be like, and here's a vinyasa flow, like get your abs on. Like, I think I really want to teach, because to me yoga is so much about like the inner relationship with yourself and stillness, and like being able to sit with all the shit and the beauty that is being human, which I think I think a lot of people run from, which is fine, like to each their own. You know, as my hairdresser says, everyone's on their own spirit journey. I love her. So I want to teach people like the core foundations of this practice, and like what's at the core of the way I live my life, or just like my being, I guess. For me, it's meditation, 100%, like sitting still meditation, which I practice 20 minutes in the morning and 20 minutes in the late afternoon. Typically I wake up and practice first thing, and then like get ready for my day, go to work, and then my last class is ends at 4:05. So typically I come home and meditate, and then go get Ayla, because her little in-home daycare is like just right down the street from her house. I guess, peeps, I'm thinking through this, so if you've like, I'm turning this B off, then I understand, but this is for you, it's also for me. I think that's an important thing too, I should say, with me doing this, is like, I want to share, of course, and I want people to feel as good as I do now and walk through life with as much ease as I do now, but it's also for me, like this is part of me healing and growing and blah, also to talk. So for me, at the core of it is like sitting still with yourself, like being with yourself. And I understand for a lot of people that feels like, truly for a lot of people that feels impossible. And because we live in a world that's like so go, 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 or, you know, oh, I gotta do the dishes, oh, I gotta blah, blah, blah. I understand like some people's pathway through, I shouldn't even say some, like like even in yoga, like the pathway through is like movement into stillness. So I'm not saying like what I'm going to teach in this is to just like fucking sit there for 20 minutes, because one, I use a specific technique that makes it very easy and comfortable to do that, that I can share about at a later time, but that's a whole nother story. I actually wrote, I hope to like put it on my Instagram today. I wrote a whole essay about meditation with a tidbit and my story about the way I practice now. But yeah, I just want to teach like proper alignment and like feeling into your body, versus just like, here's 20 minutes of working through poses and your spine is not aligned correctly, but whatever, go through it, just like any other kind of, I have to do this thing, because I like, that's at least how I used to feel about working out. I was like, I have to do this thing, and I was like, I didn't fucking want to do it, because that's how I was thinking about it, and also I was like feeling like bad about myself, like I need to lose weight and look a certain way. But like when I let go again of all those exterior expectations, like I don't move if I don't want to, but because I have that base of my meditation practice, I would say, and that core that like makes me feel so good, like I want to do it, and if I don't, I don't, and I like listen to myself. So some days my yoga is just sitting in meditation. Other days it is a whole vinyasa flow, but I would say mostly my personal practice looks like truly listening to what I need in that moment. So even if I'm like taking like an hour-long class at a studio, I feel into what I need or what I want, and that's an advanced skill for sure. Yeah, back to, I just want to teach this. I just want to teach like that yoga, and I feel like that's a huge umbrella term for all the things in my life. Like yoga, for me, here I'm gonna get philosophical. Right now, for me, yoga is about like holding, like literally when I say holding space, that's not like a buzzy metaphor thing that like I'm seeing online. Like it literally is about holding inside you that opposites exist at the same time. Like at its core, it's all one. That was a little probably hokey. I don't even know if I fully understand. I do understand but I don't know if I'm articulating it correctly. So yeah, I want to teach people to find that, like that oneness within themselves, like to be with themselves, and then everything moves outward. But this is what I'm working through, I guess. And it's really hard to shift perspective from this. But I did also write about this, I think. Is in Western culture, we have this idea that we need all these external things before we can have and be and feel. That's what I'm going with. My sister-in-law said this to me once. I was asking her when I was first starting my blog, women, I don't know what I asked her, but she said something that was really beautiful. That was, no one's looking for, really at the core, looking for anything external. It's a feeling. It's a feeling that we all want. It's a, feeling beautiful, feeling safe, feeling good, feeling loved, feeling healthy, feeling like we have energy, just feeling confident, all the things, which at its core, I would say, based on my therapist, is feeling loved and accepted and feeling safe. But also that's Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Maybe someone would turn off my video or turn off my page because I'm not I'm gonna teach you how to get abs in 5 days with these yoga poses. No, that is not gonna fucking give you that any kind of fucking feeling. It's not. No, let me say this. No shame. Not even shame. No, I care about the way I look. I love looking pretty. I love hair. I love makeup. I love fashion, clothes so much. I love, looking and feeling good. So I'm not saying, that that's not a part of it, but I feel truly beautiful, not because I did a 5-day ab challenge, but because of the inner work I've done within myself and what I believe in myself. So yeah, I think it's often we think oh, I need okay, give me this program that's gonna get me that feeling in 30 days. And I hate to break it to the world, but that's just, and we all know it deep down, but this is not a fucking thing. It's not. Nope. No. You could go on that diet for 30 days and lose a bunch of weight, but if you have not done the work in here, it's not gonna last. Plus it's probably really bad for your metabolism. Again, I'm not a dietitian, so I don't know. But yeah, I want to teach the foundations, the innerness that's yoga, not the exterior shit. Even though I will mention my favorite yoga pants, and which truly right now I get all my yoga pants at Plato's Closet because they have they'll have Lulu and Athleta, Adidas, Plato's Closet, for cheaper. Yeah, so that's my hope. That's not my hope. That's what I'm gonna do, people, is post this and let go of all the noise, the exterior expectations, or like, you need to do it this way, you need to do it that way to be successful. Like, Allie, like, you just need to reflect, even like on the way you teach. Like, I feel so successful. Yeah, so that's me. Also, I've watched YouTube since before I started. I've watched YouTube since I was 13. Like, I've followed some of the same people, maybe 13, 14, I don't know, since high school. But I followed some of the same girls since we were both like 15 or 16, and now they're like all moms, and it's like super fucking cool to see. So that's to say, I feel like that's been my studying for how to do this, is that I've consumed it so much. Yeah, when I reflect on it, like, YouTube's been like gotten me through some hard shit. Like, watching other people, like, I feel like I cry, like, watching other people, these girls and their lives, and them talk about things and be real and raw, and also share their joy, like, to watch other people's joy, especially when you're feeling down. Yeah, it lifts me up. Also, I was watching Molly May this morning with her daughter Bambi. If you know Molly May from Love Island, and Tommy Fury, her partner, and their daughter Bambi, and to see the like pure joy on her face when she's like filming with her daughter, like literally like it made me so happy. Like, I can't even explain it. Like, I understand that feeling. She has so much, and it's so beautiful to see like women I've followed for a long time, like, be so fucking happy. Like, we all deserve that. And yeah. Also, I love Molly May because she like got rid of all her filler and has totally like appeared, like, she still loves makeup and hair and fashion, but like, she's more natural now, which again, to each their own, but I think she looks so beautiful. And like, it's like this thing I'm saying about like getting rid of exterior expectations. Like, she has Tommy, who seems like the best partner ever, and they're so in love, and she has Bambi, and like, she doesn't need all that extra shit because she's so beautiful, because she's so fucking happy. Like, and she has dope clothes. But anyways, okay, well, I am gonna figure out what the fuck time it is, because it's daylight savings. Also, those videos that are like, here's how to wake up at 5 a.m., which I mostly do, there is no way, at least I don't think there's no way to start waking up at 5 a.m. if you don't do it without it being fucking painful. Like, it's literally fucking painful for like a year, I would say. And like, you just have to like push through that pain, baby. Now it's not painful at all, and I love it. And I've been up, and my baby is still sleeping in our bed with her dad, because that's been our life lately. But yeah, slept great, slept through the night, woke up at 5 a.m. gonna go get some coffee, and then I'm gonna do my meditation, which, if I ever film that, like, just straight up, like, if I'm filming like a B-roll of that, like I don't know, like, it's fake. Like, that part, like that meditation part, like, truly when I'm like going inward, it's private for me, even though, like, literally, what does it look like me sitting there? Let me see if I can do it. Like, what would I sit like? Okay, Allie, okay, just pretend you're actually going to start meditating. Okay, that's it. It was literally, I do meditate in front of my kids. Like my seniors, we all meditate at the beginning of every class. We meditate and journal. And that's like the first 20 minutes of our class, and it's beautiful. Yeah, and I totally do it with them. Like even if like someone's like in the background, even though they really don't do that, like they're dead silent. It's so cool. It's so cool. All right, I'm gonna go get coffee and meditate, and then which I can talk about more, because I think a lot of people think meditation means that you're not thinking anything at all, and that's untrue, at least for me and the way I do it. I'm telling too many stories in here. Okay, I'm gonna go get coffee and calm myself and meditate, and then I guess get ready to go to the yoga thing. Okay.